I got four.
Oh,
Yeah, you in good hands.
good, good. I went there on cruise. Going to, they go every year when somebody graduates. I'm going to. Oh, nah, I can't. Feel like this. Yeah, man. Before she over, you ain't going nowhere. But that means I'm going, you going there to it. He's 6 days. Oh, you're right, Look at this wall clock. Oh.
East Chicago Common Council will come to order today, February 25th, 2026 at 6 p.m. Please rise for the pledge. After the pledge, please remain standing for a moment of silence for Reverend Jesse Jackson. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clerk Medina, roll call.
District Councilwoman Monica Gonzalez.
Here.
New District Councilman Terrence Hill.
Here.
Fourth District Councilwoman Stacy Winfield. Fifth District Councilman Robert Garcia.
President.
Sixth District Councilwoman Gilda Orange.
Here.
Councilman at Large Dwayne Ransford.
Present.
Councilwoman at Large Vanessa Hernandez Orr.
Present.
Councilman at Large Kenneth Monroe.
President.
Council President Lenny Francisci.
For the record, President Lee Francisci is called to excuse, and Councilwoman Vanessa Orange is online. Motion to accept the minutes for the council meeting dated Wednesday, February 11th. Their motion. So motion by Robert Garcia, Councilman Garcia. Second by Councilman Monroe. Are there any questions? Clerk Medina, roll call.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hill.
Abstain, I was absent.
Garcia.
Yes.
Orange.
Yes.
Ransford.
Yes.
Hernandez Orr.
Yes.
Monroe.
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes. Any communications from the mayor?
I have none.
Any communications from department heads?
We have accounts payable warrants. 020626 CC. 021926 CC. 022526 CC. 022526 LA. And 022626 TC.
So move.
Second. So, motion by Councilman Hill. Second by Councilwoman Orange. Are there any questions on accepting the accounts payable? If not, roll call.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Garcia,
No.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez, Orange,
yes,
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
We have cancellation warrants for year 2023.
So move, Madam President. Second.
Are there any questions on cancellation of warrants 2023? If not, roll call.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez, Orange,
yes,
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
Payroll warrant biweekly 021326.
So move, Madam President. Second.
Motion made by Councilman Garcia, second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. Is there any questions on payroll? If not, Clerk Medina, roll call.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Ransford,
Yes.
Hernandez, Orange,
yes,
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes. Any committee reports? Councilman Garcia?
Yes, Chairman of the Finance Committee, a couple weeks ago, I talked to Mel Gomez and City Controller. I was asking why we haven't had nothing more on the agenda, but they just finished closing up the books. Pretty sure we start seeing appropriations in next month. Yep, so that's the reason we haven't gotten none this year, so they just finished closing the books.
And there's another thing, the state changed their some procedures for additional appropriations. So we had to wait.
Can you come up to?
Name, rank, and service.
Mariano Gomez, controller. The state changed their procedures. There was a webinar that was held between February 18th. Our deputy controller, a senior accountant, they participated in the webinar. There's no change with additional appropriation. We're gonna get that out to the departments. It's some of it's more of a timeline.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you. Any board reports? No board reports? Any ordinance on first reading?
Madam President, we have no ordinances on first, second, fourth, third reading.
Thank you. Any resolutions?
We have one resolution. Resolution number 26-0003. Sponsored Mayor Anthony Copeland, a resolution providing for additional funding for the city's residential roof program through the year 2027.
So move, Madam President.
Second.
Thank you. Motion made by Garcia, second by Councilman Hill. Is there anyone here to speak on this? Thank you.
Frank Monroe, Executive Director of the Economic Development. Evening, Madam President, council members, clerk's office, attorney from the common council, and the guests that are here. I'm hoping that we consider providing some additional funds because we allocated all of it, and there's no other dollars to utilize. So I'm asking for $50,000 for calendar years 2026, 27, keep the rookie program going.
Are there any questions? Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, this is not an appropriation, it's just resolution.
Yes, sir.
Program, so I'm gonna come back again for the appropriation.
So when you come back, can you tell us how many people you helped on this program? Since we've had it, it runs.
I can do that.
No question?
You be able to give like a brief overview of the program and who's qualified?
The roofing program is offered to anyone who's a homeowner who needs a roof. And there's no requirement in terms of income calculation to say, if you go over income, doesn't matter. What matters is that your roof is damaged and that you go up there and make sure that we can set up something up to do some specs on it and then go from there.
What is the rate?
I'm sorry. What is the wait time and what is the,
It depends on the client. Because the client still has to fill out the applications, materials, so that way we can know exactly what we need to do, because it has to go over to the two quotes for the roofing companies to review, so that they can give us their costs, because I just don't want them just to give me anything. I gotta make sure that the costs are within our criteria of letting us know that, yeah, this roof is damaged and we got about this much for it. So there's a big specification process that they have to go through. And we sit down with the client and we go through all the paperwork to make sure everything's good
almost the entire city?
for the entire city.
Do you
Madam
have this and have this been advertised?
I don't have a waiting list right now. I'll tell you why. Our program is designed in a certain way, but there are other programs that we have in the development that they're eligible for as well. The only thing with that is if you ask for us to utilize those funds, right? You only could do it once, but you can't do a total rehab. I tried to make sure that people understand the difference between going a 50-50 program with 5,000. So that way they still have the ability to go ahead and do the rehab down the road. But if they do the roof, they can't do the rehab. And a lot of times people ask for that because they can't afford the $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, whatever it is that the cost of the roof is. We only go up to 5,000, 50-50. So if we're only looking at 8,000, I'm only going to give you 4,000. But if you go 10,000, go 5,000. Go 12,000, 5,000.
And that's for the roof.
That's for the roof only. And it has the gutters and all the other amenities to it too.
These are just for homeowners, right?
Homeowners only, no rentals.
Councilman?
Madam President,
Councilman Hill?
Yeah, Frank, how many different contractors are you all using, and then how many roofs do you all do at a time? 1, 2, 3?
The contractors, I can't tell you the volume because the client's required to go downstairs to the building department and look for licensed roofers with the city. You just don't select anybody.
Okay, they select.
Yeah, they select them. We don't select them.
Okay, so saying that, how many would you all do at a certain time? Would it be 1, 2, 3?
It depends on who's coming in to ask for the roof. Not everybody's asking for roofs.
But we're talking about roofing,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, I'll be going to come get that because of the other ones that I offer.
Right.
Even more that sometimes they say, okay, I'd rather go this route. I don't have the funds to represent 5,000 or 10,000. Okay, so you give them that choice.
So in the event that the 2 residential individuals come down there, that we can choose their contractor, they can get started right away?
Well, it depends on how fast the contractor moves.
Okay, gotcha.
Is there a lien put on the property for the roof repair?
No. All the time.
Vanessa, Councilwoman Hernandez on.
Yes. So first, I apologize because it's kind of distorted in the hearing. So if I heard correctly, it's a portion of what the total price is. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes,
And then has it been a situation where, because I know stuff like this happens, the insurance companies, are you paying directly to the homeowner, or are you paying an insurance? How does that work?
directly paid to the contractor,
To the contractor.
to the
Okay.
contractor.
So my point of saying is there ever a situation where an insurance company like just didn't give the full amount, or they added that amount to what was quoted that someone could possibly receive if they went through the insurance company?
No, I've never encountered that yet.
Okay, I was fine. Thanks. Thank you.
Ms. Garcia?
Garages included in that?
No, garages are not included, unless they're attached.
But they do have to have homeowners insurance.
Yes, they do. Just in case something happens.
Clerk Medina, roll call.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Francis,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any old business? Councilwoman Gonzalez?
Yes, I think everybody, except for, Councilman Hill was here last week and we were talking about a resolution that we're gonna bring back today, so I would like to make a motion to bring resolution 26-0002 off the table.
Second move.
Motion made by Councilwoman Gonzalez, second by Councilman Hill. Monroe? Any questions? Clerk Medina?
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Same, who I was asking.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Francis,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes.
Motion to add it to today's agenda.
Motion to add,
Get ready.
Yeah, it's already it's already off the table. Just move to hear it.
Okay, so move on first. It's a resolution, right? So
So
move.
move.
motion moved, made by Councilman Gonzalez, by Councilman Garcia. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Monroe. Clerk Medina? Roll call?
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Francis,
Yes.
Hernandez on,
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yes. Any other old business? I would just like to bring up, a reminder that tomorrow the library is having a Black History program at the main branch at 5 p.m. They would like to invite everyone to come on. Councilwoman Orange?
Thank you. So I was talking to some of my colleagues. Previously, Councilman Garcia introduced a resolution that he felt extremely strongly about, as well as some of us as other council members felt strongly as well in regards to immigration. And I believe collectively we agreed that we wanted to do something in regards to immigration. And after viewing yesterday's, well, not viewing, but seeing the recap of yesterday's State of the Union, because I wasn't going to be marked as being one of the views for Trump. Some people like the likes, so that's why I wasn't going to view it. But regardless, I did review that he's still going to push the immigration situation in all cities. He's also asking for the repealing of the states that are stating that they are sanctuary states. So I believe that the springtime is going to bring more issues to our communities. With that being said, I was reviewed Valparaiso's resolution in regards to immigration. I did send it to Councilwoman Gonzalez as well as Councilman Garcia in the hopes of if they believe that this is something we can move forward with. They both responded back that they liked what was on the resolution. I'm going to send it. Our attorney is going to look at it, put it in our form, send it to the rest of our colleagues to see if you would like to add your names to the resolution, and then we will properly place it on the agenda come for our next meeting. So again, we found something that is stating that we 100% are against excessive force in our community, but at the same time, it's not stating that we are doing something illegal or against anyone, any mandate or whatever. So hopefully you guys will support it after you see it and we could pass the resolution.
Thank you. Anyone else on that committee have anything?
I'm sorry. Oh, I have a couple more things as well. I sent an email to the chief of staff probably last week, and this is in regards to Councilwoman Gonzalez's discussion of trucks passing in neighborhoods. I received a picture of a coil truck passing through Homerly, where we have autistic children who are running back and forth in our streets. One of the individuals is actually a flight risk in his community. I did send it to the chief of staff just to see if we could have just a further discussion. She did respond back with that she spoke with the engineer. He was on vacation, trying to find some type of resolution to see what we could do in that area, as well as that email was sent to the chief of police as well as the deputy chief. I know we all have a conversation about this within our community, so hopefully something can come about. The last thing I have, sorry, I'm winded today, is NIPSCO ended up sending on Facebook 3 meetings that they are going to have in regards to, I guess, a collective of many communities discussing the hikes. The closest one to our area is going to be at the Dean and Barbara White Center on March 2nd from 4 to 7 p.m. The Dean and Barbara White Center is in Maryville, and the address there is 6600 Broadway. And if anyone's interested in going, if you would like to get some type of answer immediately, that's probably the quickest thing that we could go to. But I wanted to make sure to put that out there for the community. And that's it.
Councilman Renzinger?
Yes, I just want to take a moment, firstly, in the passing of Reverend Jesse Jackson. He was a giant in the civil rights movement, a man who stood alongside Dr. Martin Luther King, and a leader who taught this nation to keep hope alive. Reverend Jackson dedicated his life to expanding opportunity, fighting for voting rights, economic inclusion, education, dignity for communities often felt unheard. He reminded us that leadership is not about position, but it's about service and sacrifice. For cities like East Chicago, working class, resilient, diverse, his message still speaks. Hope is not just a slogan, it is responsibility, it is action. It is believing that tomorrow can be better than today if we're willing to do the work. May we honor his legacy, and not just with words, but with continuing the work. And may we, in our own way, keep hope alive.
Amen.
Thank you. And my comment for old business, just to report back that I did speak with the mayor today concerning the lighting in Sunnyside. I spoke with NIPSCO also, and he stated that they have ordered poles, 12 poles for the area. We're just waiting on the product to come in. I also spoke with him about the viaduct on Columbus Drive. My concern for that viaduct has been dear to my heart. And I told him whatever we have to do to get assistance, I'm willing to do a commercial. Get some kids out there, we need to do that, fight our gut. Because we were in a meeting with NDOT at the school city, East Chicago's school board, when they stated that they would pay half if we came up with other portion. Everything has ceased. So, I mean, I know they're working on different cities, but East Chicago is important too. We love our city. So I just wanted to bring that back to you guys.
Councilwoman Winfield, I have to add to your discussion in regards to the bridge. I was in a NERC meeting on last week, Wednesday, and they are actually passing a resolution in the state of Indiana for something that's called Basics. And Basics is putting out a resolution to have dollars, federal dollars, actually go into bridges that are kind of rotting or putting up new bridges. So what I learned is that the federal government does not put actual dollars into upkeeping bridges, but they will put it into streets. So the thought is that they're now looking at the Lake County area to see what is needed, where it's needed, and then they're going to try to push a resolution to have federal dollars allocated to bridges in Northwest Indiana. So that's what NERC is working on now. They're going to testify, if I'm not mistaken, sometime, I think they said at the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken, but it was interesting to be in that meeting, and they're the ones who stated that it's our streets go down there and they have the money for the streets, but they never have the money for the bridges to protect the community. So your words that you're stating is the same thing that some of other cities are actually dealing with. So I'm glad to see that people are pushing it at the state level and federal level.
Thank you. Councilman Garcia?
Yeah, Councilwoman Vanessa Orange, did East Chicago have a representative at that meeting?
For NERC?
Yes.
Yes, I am the representative for NERC.
For East Chicago?
Yes.
Okay, because I know they have a lot of money for a lot of programs and projects and stuff like that, so.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody there.
So I've tried to bring in some of the information to the council because I am a representative. But the other thing is that Mayor Melton made mention this past meeting that all of us new representatives, we don't get the full scope of what we should be doing in these meetings. And how do we be true representatives of the community and insert ourselves so we can get some of that money? So Mayor from Michigan City, as well as Mayor Melton, myself, and a town councilman from Dyer, who are all new, we were expressing our concern, and we want to know how we could get some of that money, like you said. They're actually going to try to do an onboarding for all of us so we could better understand how to bring that to our community.
I met the city engineer and had to take him to some location because the lights also. And I asked him, has he been getting any information from the person they hired? And he said, yeah, I got no information. So, this is the engineer, he wants to meet you at the location where the lights are on and stuff like that, but that's, I have to do because the lights ain't getting fixed, so.
Thank you. Any new business?
Yeah, this is concerning the new company, Harvest Food Group, over there on River Avenue. I'm a little disappointed in some of their actions because I've been going back and forth with them, trying to get some information. However, they have not provided that information to me. Therefore, as a body of this council, we all want to send them a letter to have them come before us and give us some information that I requested. The agreement was for them to hire several individuals from East Chicago.
Where's the percentage?
The percentage right now, what, 0? Because I asked them, they couldn't tell me. And when I went out there, I saw who was in there, and I didn't see anybody from East Chicago. And I sent out several different good quality resumes to them. Yet they have not responded, so they need to come before us and explain to us what is going on and how many residents from East Chicago have they hired and when. You need to know who to address the letter to, Lisa?
I'll contact you for that.
Oh, okay.
Any other new business? I would like to ask Clerk Medina to send, I know it's gonna be abundance of resolutions and condolences going to the Jackson family, but I would like to ask if they submit a condolence resolution from the East Chicago Common Council to the Operation Push location on behalf of us to send to the family. Services start March 2nd, I believe, and I'll get you that information tomorrow, Lisa. And also, I'd like to thank the East Chicago Police Department and Lake County Sheriff's Department for coming out to the Sunnyside community this past weekend. When it was abundance of police officers, there was an incident that happened, and they all came in, and they were there right away until they tried to get resolved. Some of it was resolved, but I just ask people for public safety, when there's something happening, when I grew up, we were supposed to run the opposite way, not run to it. There was a lot of filming that was going on, and it was a situation where anybody could have gotten hurt. So I just ask residents, please be safe when incidents are going on in our city. It's kind of dangerous when you run to it to record it instead of just being safe. Any other?
Councilwoman Winfield.
Yes. Councilwoman.
I would like to just let everyone know that our East Chicago Central boys basketball team will be playing on Monday at 6 p.m. at Westside as they are on the road to go get that sectional title. And I know you can purchase tickets online or they're at Gary Westside, but it's at 6 p.m. Again on Monday. I also want to make mention to Miss Lisa, if you could send a letter to the Pohl family. We recently had a death of Rodney Pohl, who is Tammy Pohl's husband. She was an educator for the city of East Chicago for several years. Her son also is a senator for the state of Indiana. And I was hoping that you could send a letter on behalf or myself, if anyone else is wanting to, for condolences for her husband. And finally, I just wanted to make mention that yesterday, they ended up at the school board meeting approving a donation from the East Chicago alumni of, Stacy, remind me, 20,000.
I2C America.
Oh, I2C America and alumni, sorry.
For campaign, we actually raised $21,040 and more still coming.
And that is amazing. That money has been used to refix the seats in Central High School. So it's great to see. One of the themes yesterday was the community came together. Everyone did to make sure to get this done for Central High School. So kudos to alumni president Diana Darden, as well as Stacy Winfield, president of I2C, to getting everyone together to make sure to get this done.
Thank you. Yes, it was abundance of friends that came together to help for that legacy ball fundraiser to help raise the funds for those cheers. Also, I just like to recognize that this is the end of Black History Month. So I always ask my colleagues if they have anyone that they would like to recognize, if we could start off and you name that person and move from there.
I wanted to recognize Dr. Passmore. He was, he lived in the 1st District. He was also my 7th and 8th grade teacher at Westside, and he was also a basketball coach, and he will be dearly missed.
Since I'm a veteran, I'm recognizing some veterans, not from here, but from New York. They call them the Harlem Hellfighters. They fought in World War I. They were a regiment that fought in World War I. We'll just do a little reading there on them there. As the men were the city's own having originated as the 15th New York National Guard Regiment in Harlem before being shipped off to France as the 369th Infantry Regiment. They quickly gained a reputation for their steadfast fierceness in battle, eventually earning the moniker of the Harlem Hellfires. Under fire for 191 days, they never lost a prisoner or put the ground. On the front command, the men of the 369th performed their duty, serving their trenches longer and suffering more casualties than any other American regiment. They participated in important battles, including the deadly Metz offensive, during which they captured the village of Smith and were there for the armistice of November 11, 1918. But you can look them up if you want.
Councilwoman Orange.
Well, this is sort of a combined with, Councilwoman, Hernandez Orange. But, we would like to recognize, Councilwoman Winfield. Because, I've known, her, Stacy, for a long time. And I knew her grandmother and I knew her mother. And they have always pushed, their family to make sure that the next generation knows about Black history. She's kept Dr. Martin Luther King Day alive and his dream alive. No matter how cold it is and how wet it is, she's out there. And she has explained more probably to the young children in the different schools about Black history, because we don't have Black history program in our school system. So you always say to give people their flowers. And I want to present you with these flowers today. All of that. Your grandmother taught you well. And so we just like to thank you for all you have done and continue to do. Thank you. Vanessa, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I did want to mention, and she always fades to the background, but she is the first elected African American woman to the school board, so she does have a first to her title. But I think one thing it is that the love that is always expressed and showed is very important, and it always brings everyone together, whether we like it or not. State's going to call you and make sure that you're participating. I would also like to mention Bonita White Arnold, who I never attended an NAACP meeting or event until this year. And to see the 500 plus individuals that were in the building to resurrect the East Chicago NAACP, I give kudos to her for bringing that to East Chicago once again.
So did you want to add somebody else? Councilman Ratzenberg?
Yes, I was just going to add, and we recently honored him by naming the street after Clarence J. Walker, who was the first African American basketball player to make it to postseason tournament, which is obviously huge. Obviously, East Chicago being a big basketball city, for him to be the first is an amazing accomplishment. So I just want to honor him as being the first.
Councilman Monroe?
Yeah, I just want to recognize Johnny Florence, a true friend of mine, like a father, and he did see after his community, and he kept me alive. Thank you.
And to end, I always recognize my grandmother, which was Frida Dawkins. She was the first African-American human rights director here in the city of East Chicago. I normally have a long list, but this year I want to feature churches. I'm not going to call the pastor's name because some of them have changed and I don't want churches to beat me up. So I'm just going to name the churches that I know of here in the city of East Chicago. New Starlight, Faith Temple, Fresh Oil Ministries, St. Luke African Methodist, Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, St. Mark AME, Second Baptist, Greater Destiny Bible Church, House of Glory, Witness Kochi, Faith on Fire Worship Center, Grace Missionary Baptist Church, Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Mission of Jesus Christ, Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church, Friendship Baptist Church, First Baptist First Baptist Church.
That's right.
Okay. And Greater First Missionary Baptist Church and Goodwill Christian Church. If anyone have any other names that I may have missed, would you please call them out? But I wanted to just give honor to the churches because it started in the church. Everyone, wherever you go, grew up in church. Whether you strayed away or not, it started there first. So I'd like to thank my colleagues for recognizing those for Black History Month. And Clerk Medina, do we have any public expressions?
I have none.
With that,
So moved, man.
is there a second? Second by Councilman Monroe. Clerk Medina, roll call.
Call to adjourn, Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hill. Garcia,
Yes.
Orange,
Yes.
Bradford.
Yeah.
Hernandez, or
Yes.
Monroe,
Yes.
Winfield.
Yeah.